ladies, what's up? It's your girl KJ. How y'all doing? What y'all doing? Let's catch up. As you can see from the title of this video today and my surroundings, it is another couch conversation. I wasn't even supposed to be on the couch with y'all today. This wasn't the vibes I was trying to give y'all this week. But
Think about me, if it's on my chest, I'm gonna get it off of me.
so here we are, okay? Because I saw it on Instagram, I commented on it on Instagram, and I let it go as I do in my life because I don't hold on to things. I got too much other stuff going on for that. And the audacity, the gall, the gumption of men who have been replying to my comments and saying all kinds of crazy things to me is just so funny to me. Now, anybody who knows me personally, no, I don't go back and forth on social media with nan, nobody, chick, child, nothing. Okay, because I'm just not that type. I'm a pull up and fight really type of girl, and I'm too old to be fighting. I'm retired. Okay, hands down. I'll call the cops or something at this point. I can't do it no more. All right, but I just think it's so funny how men be so wrong, strong, and stupid. Anyways, I commented on this video.
Mans get shot, but your girl's pregnant in the hospital. Who you gonna see first?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be there for my kids, you heard? I'm gonna be a great father, so I'm not gonna lie respectfully, bro. I'm gonna have to let my mans be in the hospital for a few after I go see my kid, sign the birth certificate, be there for the shorty, hold my kid. You get what I'm saying? If he don't make it, as him being my brother and my mans, you feel me? He'll be the uncle type shit to my kid, you heard? He'll want me to not miss my son's birth, you heard? Respectfully.
And I heard in the video, the question was, if your man is in the hospital and your pregnant girlfriend is also in the hospital, who are you going to see first? Now, in the original video, the gentleman took it upon himself to assume that the girlfriend is in labor. That wasn't the question, but that's how he took it. And that's fine. Take it how you will. Everybody's different. Everybody thinks differently. Whatever. I can see how he went there because on the one extreme, the friend is dying. So if your pregnant girlfriend's in the hospital, what's the extreme of that? She's having the baby or the baby died. You know, it's one of those two things. So I get it. You know, his response was, he'd be there for his kid as he should or whatever. But I just think it's very funny how that was not the question, and people in the comments, men specifically in the comments, were willingly trading the experience of being there when their child was being born for seeing their best friend, their ace boo cool, whatever, brain hand day one, take his last breath. And it didn't sit right in my spirit, especially for black men, okay? And I know it's like, oh, everything isn't about race, It is. It is. Especially in a society that makes it their business to break the chains and the cycles of black men having relationships with their children. It is so important. It is so important. And the fact that men don't see that as something that's sacred or something that should be held to the utmost, like that should be at the top of your experiences. Like you got meeting LeBron James, meeting Kobe Bryant, all that on your bucket list. Like, being there when your child takes their first breath should be at the top. Okay? Like, what do I know, right? So I just was like, it just can't be me. Because at first I was thinking, maybe it's because I'm a woman. And I don't really like to use those double standard type thing, like when it comes to explaining my point. Because we're all human. A lot of things they can go either way. But I was like, maybe I see it from a different lens because I am a woman. But I feel like even in that logic, I'm still right in my opinion, because in that logic, women already, and not selfishly, naturally, it's science that's nothing to us. We can't control that. Men can't control that. We women already have the advantage, because that first kick, like, you know what I'm saying? Any first flutter, any butterfly, whatever you feel that first. You choose to allow a man to share that experience with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could feel first kick today, but you won't tell the man until next week and be like, oh no, this is the first kick. He gonna believe you, because how he gonna know? How he gonna know? He not gonna know. So I just feel like that birth is literally your first chance to have your own moment. No, like, that's it. That's right there. That's for you. That's yours right there. That's for you to lay eyes on your child for the first time. That's for you to hear them take their first breath, that first cry. Like, that's for you, bro. That's for you. That's your time to shine. And you want to give that up to watch your friend die? And in my head, the logic, the math is not mathing, because someone in my comments has said, when he responded to my comments, he was like, bro, like, y'all, like, I was getting called all types of fake friends, snake, selfish, bitter baby mama. I don't have no kids, y'all. I was getting called all types of stuff. And all of their arguments were further proving my point. This one man was like, I have 2 kids, and I think he either said he missed the birth of both of them, or he missed the birth of the first one. And he was like, cause I was stuck in traffic coming from work, da 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 da. He was like, he's like, yeah, like, I got over it, da da da. Mind you, he went into full detail about why he missed this child's birth, right? And I'm like, in my head, I'm saying, you think you got over it. There's no way you could possibly get over it if you could tell me exactly what you were wearing, exactly where you were, exactly how long you were sitting in traffic. No, you didn't get over it. You had to deal with it, because that was the circumstances. You didn't choose to miss your child's birth. It just happened. And the fact that you remember every little bit of detail about you missing that child's birth mean that made you feel some way, or you felt something. Because if it was water under the bridge, you probably wouldn't even be thinking about it. But that's not the case. You clearly care. So then he was like, yeah, he was like, you know how long labor takes, like, da da da, it's not a quick process most of the time, da da da, which further proves my point. If this man is taking his last breath, he's not taking his last breath for 18 hours. He's not taking his last breath for dilation to 10 centimeters. You could go, watch him take his last breath, and still be back and have time to wait for your girlfriend to give birth. Like, and it's so mind-boggling to me, because it's like, that wasn't even the original question, and the original guy was like, nah, I'm gonna go see my kid being born, and y'all are willingly in the comments giving up this experience unprovoked. That's what really has me like, because it's not like that was what was given to you. Like, this is the choice. Like, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Your girlfriend could be in the hospital for indigestion. Okay, let's be for real. She could be in the hospital for Braxton Hicks. She could be in the hospital because you stressing her the hell out and her blood pressure is high. She could be in there because it's a routine doctor's appointment. There was no specifications of why that girl was in the hospital. It was taken to the extreme, and y'all just literally sacrificed Simba off the ledge just because, in the sake of your man's. And then when I I did what I never do, and I responded back to someone, and I was just like, y'all calling me fake and selfish for wanting to see my child being born. Y'all need to be thinking about what kind of friend was that person to you that you would think in your right mind, nah, my mans would want me to come see him die instead of seeing my child be born. It's given problematic. It's given suspicious. Like that don't seem suspicious to you? This my right hand, my ace, my best friend. I promise you, if I call my best friend right now and I be like, I don't even have no kids, but if I say, oh, Faith is in the hospital for such and such and such and such, and Brown is about to take her last breath, I didn't even give birth to Faith, and people know if I say anything about Faith, it's quiet for anything else. Period. Friend or not. The only person that might take precedent over Faith is my mother. Like, come on. Miss me with it. Miss me with it. But again, like I said, I am a woman, so maybe my perspective is different. So I did a little, survey. I had 3 men with kids and 3 men without kids, and I posed the same question to them, and I explained to them the situation, and here are their answers.
I would be present for my man's last breath over my child's first breath.
Well, this wasn't difficult for me. Honestly, I got to say it's my child. But my best friend is my best friend. And of course, I would still want to be close to him. But to see him take his last breath would be hard for me. Seeing my child take their first breath is a joyous occasion. Not only that, but if you've experienced that, it's an experience that you can't pass up. I would rather let his family be there at that moment. And I would rather be with my family. So it's definitely be there for my child, for sure. Easy.
Okay, if I had to choose one, I would rather see my child take their first breath. That's the creation of life, full of possibility.
My friend take his last breath because he's been my friend before you were even born. Not only that, his last breath means I would never see him again. Your first breath means it's the beginning of your life. And I have you for the remainder of my life because hopefully you outlive me. So, yes, I might miss your first breath, but I won't miss the rest of your breaths. If I miss his last breath, there's no other breath for him. And he's been my best friend for life, which means I knew him before I knew your mother, whoever that would be. So, yeah, I would more than likely see my friend's last breath. And whoever the woman is or the mother of my child, she will understand that, knowing that he is my best friend and this is your first breath. I think they will understand.
After Diana looked at me crazy, I still stand by the fact that I would choose my best friend because that's somebody that I will never see again. And if it's in the same place at the same time, I literally can walk down the hallway and see my child. And hopefully I get to spend the rest of my life with my child. But my best friend is gone and dead in the dirt. And Diana's selfish because she don't want me to see my best friend one last time.
But I'm your best friend.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so I'm a little surprised by the results of my survey or poll, if you will. I didn't think it would have been that much of a tie. I thought it would have went one way more than the other. All of these gentlemen, I know them personally, so I thought I really knew what they was gonna say. So it was good to get their actual answers, especially with one of them being my dad, and I'm just. That's a whole nother conversation, but, clearly, like I said, it might just be my perspective, it might just be my opinion, it may just be the fact that I'm a woman and I, technically can carry life or whatever, so I don't know. I will say that I noticed the Bachelors, as the name that I gave them, because they don't have no kids, they're not married. Well, I mean, a bunch is engaged, but he's not married yet, and they don't have any kids. So Bunch is probably the only one of the Bachelors who elaborated on why they chose their answer. I thought that was kind of funny. Most of them was just like very cut and dry. Like the answer was the answer. That's it. No explanation needed. Whereas the fathers, they felt the need to give a reason why they chose what they chose, which I guess puts it in perspective a little bit. I don't know. I just personally feel like I said already, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I don't know what kind of friends y'all got. And like one of the dads said, like, yeah, like this has been my best friend since day one. Like I knew them before I knew your mother. I get that. Like, I really do. I wholeheartedly get that. But not over my child, bro. Not over my child. I knew my mother my whole life. I'm still putting my child over her. And that's point blank in the period. So, I just feel like maybe we have to agree to disagree. But I do still feel like the people that was coming at me in the comment section of that video is dead wrong, because my points are valid. Their points, I guess, could be valid. I honestly cannot see it from that point of view, and I try not to be that person. I have worked very hard to become very understanding and to see things from other people's point of view as a mature adult, but I just cannot see you choosing to miss your child's birth. I can't see it. Like, and I don't know if I'm thinking of me as a friend, because if I'm on my deathbed and you had to choose between seeing me and seeing your child be born, and I catch you in my room, I will use my last breath to cuss you out, because you playing. Like, that's, like, let's be for real. Please get out my face. So, like I said, I guess we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on this topic, but it was on my heart, so I had to get it off, you know, with y'all, because y'all my cousins, y'all my family. This the cookout. This the family reunion. So, thank y'all for letting me rant. I will see y'all next week. I will try not to have us on the couch, trying to bring back some of my other segments that I had on the channel prior to my hiatus or sabbatical or whatever you want to call it. So I'm working on that. I also apologize for not getting the video out to y'all last week. I just, baby, today drained me. Stay on the lookout for that. Make sure you liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. Y'all know I like feedback, so blow up that comment section. You want to get a notification bell every time I post, so hit that notification bell. And I'll see y'all next week. Happy Women's History Month, because I'm a woman, I'm making history, and it's the month of March. Every single thing you do, you know I'm loving every single thing you do, you know I'm loving every single